Hey guys, it's D-Man Swish here.
And I'm Tyler.
And welcome to Video Game Finds number 16. And this time we've got a lot of stuff to show you guys. We went to a video game store that closed. We went to a new place that's called The Summit, which is like a Dave & Buster's. We went to pawn shops and everything like that as before. So without further ado, let's get started with the stuff. Alright, so first here we're going to show all the stuff that we got from this game store that closed. And the only way I found out that this game store was closing is because it was on a listing on Craigslist. And I saw that listing and my brother saw it too, and we were like together, we were like, we have to go there. So that's what we did, and so we went and we got a bunch of stuff. So first we'll show you all the stuff, and then I'll show you what the rough estimated price I paid for all of it. I don't remember the exact price, but it was a really good deal for all of it. So let's get started with it. Well, how I'm going to do this is he helped me pick out a bunch of stuff at the game store. So we kind of divided it like half and half because he picked out most of it for some console games, you know, stuff like that. So I'll show like NES games and he'll show some Game Boy games and stuff like that because he picked out other stuff. So I'll first start off with the NES games here. So I got 3 NES games here. And one of them is boxed complete, and it's in mint condition. And I usually don't buy boxed games unless, you know, I'm not a huge collector for boxed games, so if they come across in a deal, then I'll pick them up. So, but first I'll show you the box game here, I guess, and that is Rollerball for the original NES. And for my first pickups video, that was like one of the first NES games that I picked up and showed in my first video games pickup video, which was just a cart only, but now it's kind of coincidental that I found a box complete copy of the game, so that was really cool. And next here I've got the Tengen version of Pac-Man. Really cool. I've been looking for that for a while, so now I have both versions. And the last one here is Supercars, which is kind of a harder to find game, and really cool. So there's the NES games.
Now I got Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. First one here is Ballistic. Mickey's Dangerous Chase. NBA Jam. We have this one on the Game Boy Color, but we now got it on the Game Boy. Gex 3. And A Bug's Life.
So those were the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games that he helped me pick out. He was I was looking at like a different section of games while he was looking through those, so that was really cool. And so next I'll show the Super Nintendo games that we found. And they're not too exciting. They're just basically sports titles, you know, filler titles, stuff, and you know. But anyways, they're games I didn't have. So here we go. First one is Champions World Class Soccer. These are all in really nice shape. And the one thing I didn't like about this game store is that each game had a sticker on it, and they're kind of like GameStop stickers. If you know how GameStop stickers are, yeah, those are really bad. I hate those. I mean, game collectors, we hate those kind of stickers. I'm sure you know that too, that those are not fun stickers to play around with. So it took a couple days for all this stuff that we got to get all these stickers off. It was a pain, but I'm glad we got them all off now. I'm that kind of person that doesn't like stickers and stuff on the games. But anyways, next game here is Riddick Bowe Boxing. College Slam, which is like NBA Jam, but college teams. Really cool game. And then the last one here is Hey Punk, Are You Tough Enough? And so that's all the Super Nintendo games.
And then I got some advanced games and advanced videos here.
You're missing one, I think, actually. I think there was supposed to be 6 of them. There is another one down there. There you go. I saw you grab them and I was like, there's only 5 there. There should be 6.
The first one here is Nicktoons Collection Volume 1.
And these, yeah, the gray ones, those are videos. They're not games, which is really cool, like he just explained. But anyways, the gray cart ones, they're usually like Nickelodeon videos and stuff like that, which they're like full episodes. So that's really cool.
And then we got Nickelodeon's The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius Volume 1.
And I think some of these hold like 4 episodes, I think, of the show, so it's really cool.
And then we got Nickelodeon's Drake and Josh. This is the game.
Yeah, now we're into the games here. That's pretty cool.
And then we got Cartoon Network Speedway. And then we got Dragon Ball Z collectible card game. Then we got Monster Force. Never heard of it. Sounds pretty interesting.
So cool. Alright, and now I will show... I got one N64 game, and then I'll show the Wii games that we got. So, first here I'll show you the N64 game. It's nothing too exciting either, but it's a GT64 Championship Edition. Really cool. Didn't have it, so decided to pick that one up. And then there's 5 Wii games here, and these are all filler titles as well. Didn't have them, so might as well pick them up. First one is Domino Rally. Looks kind of interesting. There's that one. Next one is Jumper, Griffin's Story. Blazing Angels, Squadrons of World War II. GT Pro Series. Really cool racing game. And the last one here is Kids Sports, Ice Hockey. And that is all the Wii games.
And then I got 2 PS3 games here. We got Deus Ex Human Revolution. And then we got Red Faction Armageddon.
That's the 2 PS3 games that he helped me pick out for the collection, so that's cool. And now we've got a bunch of GameCube games, which I'll show first, and then we have even more PS2 games. So first I'll show the GameCube games here, and then he'll show his half of the GameCube games. First one here is Nickelodeon Rugrats Royal Ransom. And these are all complete, and they all have the manual and the precautions manual. The next one here is the Scorpion King, Rise of the Akkadian. Beyblade V-Force, Super Tournament Battle. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, which was a pretty good movie with Jim Carrey. That was cool. Next one is Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums. The last one from my stack here is Nickelodeon The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Attack of the Twonkies.
Okay, so here are my 6. We got Cubics Robots for Everyone Showdown. The Polar Express. NBA Street. Over the Hedge. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
That was a pretty cool one to find. I'll have to find the complete in box set one day, but for now it's cool to just have the game.
And the last one here is The Incredibles.
Alright, and now the rest of the games from the game store that we found were all PS2 games now, but first I'll show this stack of 4. I kept these separately from the rest of the PS2 games just because these are upgraded games that I got for the collection, which means I already had these games, but these are better versions of them, I guess. They're better, and, you know, they look better and everything. So, first one here is Genji, Dawn of the Samurai. Mine was pretty trashed on the end label. There was a GameStop sticker that someone just thought it was a great idea to stick the sticker on the insert itself. So when I tried to get it off, it destroyed it. So I finally found a better copy of it. So there we go for that game. The next one is Fight Club. And this game I had, but it was missing the manual, so I decided to just find the whole complete copy over. So started over basically with that. The next one here is Swing Away Golf, which I only had the disc for, so now I have a complete copy. And the last one here is Medal of Honor Vanguard, which I already own, but it was an upgraded copy, so there's that one. So really cool. And then I will go ahead and show the rest of the PS2 games, and the rest of the ones that you see here are ones that I did not have yet for the collection. So, got a pretty good stack here. The first one here is Soul Reaver 2. Smuggler's Run 2 Hostile Territory. Enthusia Professional Racing. That one looks pretty fun. It looks kind of like a Gran Turismo, so it's kind of like that kind of style of racing. The next one is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And then this one, in the last video I think it was, we got a complete sealed copy of this. Now I have a loose copy, and it's Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. So I've got a complete sealed copy and a complete open copy, so that's cool. Next one here is PlayStation Underground Jam Pack Summer of 2001, which is a bunch of demo games, which is really cool. Next one here is 6 awesome demos. It's the Jam Pack Volume 15, which is more demo games for PlayStation 2. Really cool. Next here, I've got Full Spectrum Warrior 10 Hammers. Really cool. Next is Nickelodeon's Rocket Power Beach Bandits. And me and my brother sometimes stay up late and we watch the 90s or all that on, what is it, Teen Nick, I think. And it's pretty cool to see those reruns of the old 90s shows. Really cool. The next PS2 game here is Evergrace. .007, Everything or Nothing. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, Jet Fusion. James Cameron's Dark Angel. And then the last one from my stack of games here is Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb Collection. And now Tyler will show the rest of the games that he helped pick out.
Okay, so the first one here is Crazy Taxi with a little bit of a faded label. That's not a big deal.
They had like 3 copies of that game, but the other 2 were greatest hits, which I was really bummed about. So we decided to just get the black label. I know it's a little sun faded, but I really wanted that game because I remember playing that a lot as a kid, so that's why I wanted that one.
And then we got Hurdy Gurdy, Robotech Battle Cry, Friends, the one with all the trivia.
It's basically just a trivia game, and it's basically brand new. Usually trivia games like that are, opened and played once and then put away on the shelf, so pretty cool to find it almost new.
Then we got Ninja Assault, Aqua, the addictive fast action 3D puzzler.
That one looked pretty interesting, so we decided to pick that one up.
Then we got Time Crisis 3. And then we got
a couple more handfuls there, huh?
Yeah. We got Superman Shadow of Apocalypse, Headhunter, DT Carnage. Looked really fun.
Yeah, that's like DT Racer, except that one's more, it kind of reminds me of like Burnout and stuff, so really cool.
State of Emergency, Secret Agent Clake.
Last stack there you go.
Then we got Crash of the Titans, Hummer Badlands, 4x4 Evo.
It's Evo, I think, actually. Yeah, well, anyways, it's one of those older PS2 games anyway. It's a blue disc, which is, CD based. But anyways, cool.
And then we got Wild Wild Racing, LA Rush. This one looked also pretty fun. Looks like a Midnight Club kind of game.
Pretty cool.
And then we got Dark Angel Vampire Apocalypse.
Alright, and then there was a couple more things that we got from them at that game store. This was all free stuff, and there's 4 items here. You can go ahead and show those first if you want.
Okay, we got 3 kind of...
They were kind of complete games.
Yeah.
They're for PS3. They're nothing too exciting, but they were free, so we decided to, go ahead and take them. We already own those games, obviously, but... Well, not obviously, but they're common titles, I guess. They're sports games, but we already own them, so we can go ahead and probably go trade them in at Games Ahoy and turn them into something that we do want, so pretty cool.
Then we got...
The first one here is...
NBA 2K Sports 2K9.
And that was a disc only, so that's nothing too big a deal for us. But these games are in great shape. They're like no scratches on them or anything, so they should be tradable very easily. So.
Then we got an incomplete copy of Madden 11. And then we got a complete copy of Madden 11.
So one's just the disc in the case with the insert, and then the other one is complete. So really cool. And then the one last thing that we got free was it's 50-cent Bulletproof, which is the Prima official strategy game guide, and that was thrown in free as well. So really cool. Oh, and there's one last thing I forgot to show. I can't believe I almost forgot them. Let me go grab them real quick. I forgot to grab them out. These. I almost forgot to grab these. I left them off to the side here, and I forgot to put them by my side so I could grab them. But these were also purchased at this game store. And this will probably be kind of hard to show. They might not show up on the screen the whole way. But these were $1 a piece. And these are all like wall banners. The first one here is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And it has PS3 on it. Really cool. So there's that one. And then here is a Nintendo Wii one. And these are all going to go on the wall. And I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to do it. But I'll still have to look at it and see how I'm going to do it. But I have a pretty good idea. And the last one here is for PS3. It's got the PS3 logo and everything on it. So really cool. Those were $1 a piece. So really cool. Really glad that those were in there as well. Really cool to find a closing game store because you can find that kind of stuff. So really cool. Alright, so that is it from the game store. So now, real quick, I got these. No, actually we'll go ahead and show stuff that we got from the Summit, which is, like I explained at the beginning of the video, it's basically like a Dave & Buster's, and it just opened a few weeks ago. And really cool place, and they got a lot of arcade games and stuff, like a Dave & Buster's and everything, prize redemption games and stuff, and everything like that. So we went for Tyler's birthday about 3 weeks ago, and we decided to go because it's a new place and we wanted to try it out and everything. So when we went, we won a couple of cool things. So the first one here he'll show you, we won out of a game that's like, it's like a balloon game. You have to like move the joystick just right in a perfect position just so you can hit this balloon down so you can get the prize that it's attached to. So we got this game, and it was like one of the last prizes in the game itself, so really cool.
You got Mario Kart 8.
And we've been wanting that game for a few months now, and we finally got it, and it only took me 2 tries to get it, and the game took $1 a try. So basically we got Mario Kart 8 for $2, which is one of the best deals I think we've ever gotten for especially a newer generation game. So really cool.
Yeah, we played this a lot, and it was really fun.
It's a really fun game. So
then we got this sparkly, glittery lava lamp.
yeah, it's a lava lamp, but it doesn't have lava in it. It's more like just like a water lamp, and it has like glitter pieces in it, and it sparkles and everything. So it's pretty cool. It's basically got the same characteristics as a lava lamp, but we decided to set that up here in the game room because thought it would be pretty cool to do so. So that's what we did for that. So really cool for that. And those were 2 prizes that we got when we went for Tyler's birthday. And so now we went today, as a matter of fact, for my birthday. My birthday was on Thursday the 23rd. And so we went today, and we got a couple of cool things again. And first I'll show you this one. We picked out a couple of cool things out of the prize vault. And first one here is a giant lava lamp, and this one actually has the lava in it and everything, so it's like your traditional lava lamp. And I decided to put this in my bedroom, and so that's pretty cool. Decided to pick that out. And then, unfortunately, I didn't realize what this was until after we picked it out, but I'll have to commit myself to getting one of these now. But it's it's for the Beats pill, and it's just the little character guy that they have for the Beats pill, and it's supposed to be a case cover thing, and which is really cool. And I didn't realize what it was at first until we got home and I started reading the package and everything. But now I'll have to commit myself to buy a Beats pill so I can put it in there. But really cool to get that. So, and I think at the end of the day we won like 7,000 points. At this place they consider them points instead of tickets. So it's all digital now, so it's more realistically, I guess, more newer, advanced is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, really cool. Alright, so that's those. And so now I'll go ahead and show what I got for my birthday from my parents and my brother here. Really cool. I picked these out. They said go pick out a couple of shirts. We went to Kohl's and everything, so I picked out a couple of shirts. The first one here is an old school NES controller shirt. Really cool. Really glad I found that there. They got a really cool retro shirt section. It's like all throwback stuff, which is really cool. So I decided to pick out that shirt, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't you pick out something like that? And then the last one here is really cool. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the retro 80s cartoon one, which is really cool. Really glad to get something like that as well. So really cool retro shirts here. You know, Nintendo days, basically. Really cool. Alright, so that's what I got for my birthday. Really cool. And I also got a $25 gift card to Games Ahoy, which I'll be able to spend and get some cool games and stuff like that. So you'll probably see that in the next video. So, but that is it for stuff that I got for my birthday. Alright, and next I will go ahead and show you stuff that we got. Oh, one last thing. I almost forgot to show from the game store. I almost thought we were done with the game store stuff, but real quick, it's just, they're empty cases here, but they're all PS2 brand, Sony brand game cases here, and there's 10 of them here, and they were 10 cents a piece, so $1 for the stack of 10 here, so forgot to show those, but anyways, there's those. And the reason I remember those now is because what we're getting into next involves more of those. So, now I'll show you stuff that we got from Friendly Pawn here, which is a pawn shop here in town. And I'll go ahead and start showing those. But first what I've got here is I think there's 16 of these. Yeah, I think maybe there's 17. Anyways, there's a bunch of more PS2 game cases here. And these were all given to me. And Tyler was with me there, and we asked the guy Dave, we're really good friends with him, we asked him if he had any empty cases, because I've been needing them for some games that I want to complete, or if I buy a game and it's in a generic case, I want to put it in a real case. So that's why I asked for these, and he had a bunch of them in his back room, which is really cool. And so he gave them all to us for free, which is really cool. I'm really glad to get more of those. So I'm close to almost 30 empty cases now, which is really cool. And then this stack here is there was one GameCube case in there. Decided to show that separate just because it's not PS2 obviously, but and then one here is it's a GameCube case, but it has the Dragon Ball Z Budokai insert for it. There's nothing inside of it, but maybe I'll be able to complete that game. And then I got an empty case and manual and insert for High Heat Major League Baseball 2004. It's just missing the game. I'll have to go to Games Ahoy and see if I can find another copy for it or something so I can complete that game. So really cool. And then the other one here is Super Paper Mario, which is just missing the game. And we have the Player's Choice copy of this, so if I can just find a disc only of this game, I can complete it and have it in the collection. So very cool, but yeah, it's just missing the game. So really cool. That's those. And then Tyler has some more empty cases that he'd like to show, which was from the same deal.
We got PSP Video, and some DS cases here. First one is ATV Off-Road Fury Blazing Trails.
So there's 3 game ones, and then there's 3 PSP movie cases, and then there's 2 DS ones. So
Metal Gear Acid. Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade.
And typically I don't collect for PSP right now. I haven't really gotten into it, but in the future those will probably help out so I can complete those games if I ever need to.
And then the movies, we got The Dark Crystal.
Really cool.
All these have the inserts and manuals.
Yeah, they're all complete. They're just missing the movie or the game or whatever. So other than that, they're basically complete.
Then we got Ice Age. And The Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's a good movie. I remember watching that as a kid and everything, so that's really cool.
And then we got 2 DS cases. We got Kingdom Hearts Recoded.
And we,
really heavy.
Yeah, it has a lot of manuals and stuff in it, like a thick manual. We tried to complete it. We went to Games Ahoy to see if we can complete it, but they didn't have it, so it's just an empty case basically for now. And then the last one here is just it has a blank white piece of paper in there, I think.
And then just a precautions manual.
But basically an empty case for a DS game, so really cool. So that is all the stuff that we got from Friendly Pawn, and we didn't spend a penny. So really cool to get all those free cases. It was really nice of him to give us all those. So really cool. And so that same day, we went to Games Ahoy. And out of all those game cases I just showed you, there was a few in there that were just missing the game. And so we decided to go to Games Ahoy, and we happened to find the disc-onlys for them. So we decided to complete them. So, except for these ones, I'll show the PS1 games first, but there's 3 of them here these are games that I had on my incomplete shelf for a while. So I decided to go ahead and complete them. These are the only ones that I could find at the time. So, the first one here is Moto Racer World Tour. And these were all $2 a piece, I believe. Test Drive 4. And the last one here is Nickelodeon's Rocket Power Team Rocket Rescue. And that show is really good. I remember watching that as a kid and stuff, so really cool.
I watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I really liked it. So
yeah, he never really grew up with that stuff, so we decided, you know, like I said before, we went to the 90s or All That channel, and we started watching those. And he likes that kind of stuff, so Next here I got some NES dust sleeves here. And I've always been needing these, so they always give them to me when I ask for them, so really cool. So getting more free cases and stuff, so that's cool. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 11 cases here. I think there's like 6 Nintendo logo ones and the rest are black ones, so it doesn't really matter to me, but really cool to get, you know, dust sleeves. I always need those, so that's really cool. And then one thing that I got with trade credit, which was only $2, but it's really cool. If you want to, do you want to show it?
Yeah, I found this. I was just looking at their game guides, and I found this one, and it was only $2, and it was Super Smash Bros. Brawl game, Premier Edition game book.
It's a game book, so it's really cool. It was like at the complete end of the stack of game guides that they had, and it has the poster in it and everything, so it's really good condition.
Yeah, it just shows you basic things like how to fight and what power-ups are in it and all that.
So really cool. I thought, you know, why not? It's something I don't have, so, and he picked it out and he liked it and I liked it, so really cool. So that worked out for both of us. All right, so now here's all the PS2 games that I completed from the same day when we got the free game cases. And but one of these I had for a while because I got them from previous. Yeah, it's the one. I'll show that one first. But this one I already had for a while. It was just the empty case, and it was just missing the game. And it's Full Metal Alchemist and the Broken Angel. And I found the disc only at Games Ahoy for, I think it was $7.99 or $7.95 or something like that. It was $8. And so I basically completed the game for half of the cost of what it originally is worth. So really cool. I'm really glad to find that because I got the case for free, so I paid half of the price for the game. So really cool. And all these games I basically paid half of what they normally retail for, or half of what they're asked at Games Ahoy, because Games Ahoy's disc-only games are half of what they originally price them at if they're a full copy. So, and if I got the case for free, then I basically got the game half off. So really cool. So first one here that completed the same day is NCAA March Madness 2004, Resident Evil 4, Spider-Man Friend or Foe, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, and this game I had, but the disc was destroyed, so I recompleted it, so there's that one. The official game, World Series of Poker, Play the Pros, really cool. ATV Quad Power Racing 2. I have that one on GameCube, now I have it on PS2. And Burnout 3 Takedown. And I love Burnout games, so this one looks really fun to play. So that's cool. So that was all of the PS2 games that I essentially turned from free cases into complete games, basically. So that's those. And next I will show you stuff that we got a couple weeks ago from our local Mr. Money pawn shop. And then we went to Arc thrift store that same day, but I'll show that stuff here in a minute. But first I'll show the Mr. Money stuff. And that it mainly consists of all PS2 games here. But I'll go ahead and
split those, or
if you want to, go ahead. You can take that half and I'll take this half. But first I'll go ahead and show my stuff first. But first one here is Monster Jam, and I didn't realize I had this one already, but I already own it, so I'll be trading that in. Oh, there's one more thing here I'll show in a second, but I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, Monster Jam I already owned, so I'll be selling that one. Next one here is Ultimate Spider-Man. Really cool. And these are all complete, all in good shape. Duel Masters Limited Edition. I don't think it has the booster pack in it, but it's still complete otherwise, which is pretty cool. It has a pretty cool holographic style case there. Really cool. Minority Report, Everybody Runs. And the last one here is 2K Sports NHL 2K7.
Alright, and we got here Midway Arcade Treasures. Don't you have this on the GameCube?
I have that one on the GameCube. We recently picked that up at a garage sale, so now I have that on both PS2 and GameCube, so pretty cool.
And then we got EA Sports NASCAR 06 Total Team Control.
Yeah, those NASCAR games are pretty fun to play too, so we like to play those games.
Then we got Blowout. Looks like a pretty fun game. And we got Top Gear Daredevil. I really love those cop chasing racing games. Those are pretty fun. Then we got Nickelodeon TAC, The Great Juju Challenge.
And there's all the PS2 games, I think, from Mr. Money, which is pretty cool. And then we got a couple of controllers from Mr. Money as well, and they were $5 each, and which is a really good deal. The first one here is a black GameCube controller. Really cool. I always need extra controllers, so that was a pretty good deal, $5. And the other one here is the Clear Smoke PS2 controller there. And really good shape, and it's got all the, buttons and everything on the joysticks, aren't missing the pads or anything, so really cool. And then I'll go ahead and show our thrift store stuff that we found. First thing here is a PS2 Slim Power Brick, the 8.5 volt one. Really cool. I've always needed extras of those in case I get console only stuff, so really cool. And the next one here is a PS2 game. It's Summer Athletics, the Ultimate Challenge. Tyler helped me pick out that one. He found it in a stack of DVDs, I think, so I picked that one out. Really cool. And then this was in their glass showcase, and for the GameCube, it's Call of Duty Finest Hour. Really cool. And then there was one game that we went and got at a garage sale. There was one garage sale that we went to, which is up kind of on my college campus, and Tyler spotted it. I didn't see it at first because I was looking at other stuff that was I was kind of interested in, but it was kind of overpriced. But he saw it. It was kind of buried a little bit, but he saw it, and I thought that was a really cool deal. They were originally asking $10 for it, but I got them to go down to $8. I just wanted to see how low they'd go with it, and they went to $8 for it, which is a really good deal. So we decided to buy it. And
that is The Legend of Zelda, the Collector's Edition, which is really awesome.
And it is a disc only for GameCube, but I already have a disc only, but in return, I could probably either sell both of these and then get a complete copy, or trade them both in at Games Ahoy to get a complete copy, or something like that. But for now, I have 2 disc onlys of this game, and retail averages about $35 to $40 a piece for disc onlys. So really cool. And for $8, you can't go wrong. So really cool. So that's that. And that was from that deal. And then the last bit of stuff here was done just last weekend, and it's kind of all jumbled together, so
I'll do the game, I guess.
Okay, yeah. First, we went to Mr. Money here in town, and we found a couple of cool things. First, I'll show this, and then he can show a game. But I found a satin silver PS2 controller, and it was in pretty gross shape. It was it had cake on it or something. I don't even know how to explain it. It was really gross, yeah. But I took a really good care of it by cleaning it up and everything, and it works really well, so really cool to add another satin silver PS2 controller to the collection. And it was $6, so not too bad.
And we got one PS2 game here, and it's Sonic Mega Collection Plus.
I think that was $3, if I'm not mistaken, but still, it's worth it, because, a Mega Collection for Sonic. I'm not a huge Sega fan, but I guess for Sonic, I consider it good, so that's cool. And then we went to a different Mr. Money pawn shop, and Tyler found something there that he likes collecting for. He collects DVD seasons and stuff like that. And but I'll show this first, and then he'll show that. But first, I got here 4 AV cables for PlayStation systems. That means they can work for PS1, 2, or 3. I think these were originally intended for 3 because they're brand new, but they can work universally from 1, 2, or 3 consoles. So really cool, and they were $5 for all 4, so basically $1.25 a piece. Really good deal. And then Tyler got a DVD season set for himself, which is really cool.
And I got The Simpsons, the complete second season, the collector's edition. I have a total of 4 seasons for The Simpsons now. I have 1, 3, and 7. Now I have 2, so that's really cool.
And that was only $5, which is really cool. And we love The Simpsons. We've watched The Simpsons for a long time, and he decided to start collecting Simpsons seasons and Family Guy seasons. So really cool. And he found that at Mr. Money, so he decided to pick it up, which is really cool. And then next, we went to a pawn shop called Daily Pawn, and this was the only thing we found there. But hey, why not? It was a good deal, so we decided to pick it up. It's a Ocean Blue PS2 controller. and they were originally asking 6, and I got them down to 4. So really cool, and it works great. At first I tested it, it was a little jammed, like the left analog stick. Like I tested Grand Theft Auto 3 on it, and the car would keep steering to the right, and I just kept wiggling around the stick for a while, and I kept moving it and wiggling it and stuff, and I finally got it loose enough to where it didn't do it anymore. So I potentially fixed it, I guess. So, but still, $4 for a blue controller, really cool. And then the last bit of stuff here that we got, we went to our local flea market, and we went to the stall that we usually go to. I've mentioned it many times, I'm sure, and this guy has really good stuff and everything, so we decided to go to his stall again, and we got some pretty cool games. Tyler, you can go ahead and show the PS1 games if you want, because you helped pick those out. You can go ahead and show those now if you want.
We got Pro Pinball Fantastic Journey and Cubics Robots for Everyone.
And those were both $2 a piece, which is a really good deal. I didn't have them yet, so that was really cool to add those to the collection. And we got one Super Nintendo game here, and it's NCAA Football. Really cool. It's another sports game, but I didn't have it, so why not? Next here, I've been looking for one of these for a while, and I don't come across them a whole lot. And this was originally, this was priced at I think basically half of what they go for on eBay. And it is a Nintendo GameCube microphone for like Mario Party 7 and all that. So $3 for this, and it was really cool. Usually they go for like $6 or $7 on eBay, so really cool. Finally found one of those, so I'm really glad for that. Next here, I've got a original Nintendo Game Boy 4-player power adapter. Or it's not a power adapter, it's just a 4-way conversion adapter for like Pokemon duels and all that. And I haven't happened to find one of these yet, or anything like that, so I thought, hey, why not, I'll pick it up. And this was $3, so really cool. And then the last thing we got from his stall was, this was really cool. I don't have this color yet, but I've bought a bunch of them from him before, and this color just happened to be in his stall this time, so I decided to buy it, and it's the blue Game Boy Pocket. And I've bought like the red one from him before, the green one and the black one, and stuff like that, and I didn't have the blue one, so I decided to buy that, and it was $12.50, so really good deal. So
I accidentally messed up this. This says Cubics Robots for Everyone, Racing Robots. I forgot to add that little part in down there. But
anyways, yeah, you get the gist. But yeah, really cool. And I forgot to mention how much we spent, I think, at the game store. Did I mention that?
No.
I think it was, after everything, we spent $120 at the game store from the beginning of the video that I was explaining. But yeah, $120 from the game store. And that basically came out to like $1.50 a piece for each game that we bought and stuff like that, which is a really good deal, especially for like the boxed rollerball, the supercars, the Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, all those good games and stuff that we got for basically $1.50 a piece, which is a really good deal. So I'm really happy that we went to that game store before they closed. We went to the very last day they were open, so basically everything was really cheap. So really cool deal. Alright guys, well that should do it for this video game pickups video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit longer than normal, but I had a lot of stuff to go through, and Tyler wanted to explain a bunch of stuff too and everything, so he loves this stuff and he thinks it's really fun just as much as I do. So, alright, until next time guys, happy gaming. I'll see you guys later.
bye.
See you guys.